Technology Choir, who are going to offer a performance on it.
Beautiful singing. Could we all please rise to say the family pledge? Family pledge number 8. Our family, the owner of Chamanguk, pledges having entered the era of Chamanguk to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, by centering on true love. Please join me in prayer. Good morning, Heavenly Parent. Gathered here today as 43 Lancaster Day community, just wanting to greet you and wanting to praise you, and just wanting to come together and take some time out to just realign ourselves and check in. Also just connect with those people that we know and love, and also that maybe we are seeking to get to know better. Many of us are going through different situations, wanting to share our successes and our celebrations, but also looking for places to seek support for difficulties we may be going through. We hope that today, through our singing and through our spirit and through our prayer, you can really feel free to be with us, and we can also try to understand what our contribution can be in our families and in our communities, in our work lives, and essentially in this world. With summer here and maybe many of our kids off from school now, we just hope that we can all have safe and healthy summers, and also some quality time as families together. Thank you again for the opportunity to be here, and we pray for all of our families that are present here today, but also that couldn't be here now. And we just hope that we can just make sure that our hearts are really clear, and that we can always remember that you are really guiding and loving us through every moment, through every day. And as we hear some talks today by Pastors David and Mary Franklin, we just hope that you can work through them, and we can receive your word happily and with an open mind. And so thank you once again, and I report this on behalf of all of us here as Blessed Central Families. Aju. Okay, please be seated. Oh, sorry, okay, you children, you didn't have to be seated because you're free now to go to Sunday school. Have fun. So hopefully you're not actually sitting on these papers, but you've got them in front of you. We're just going to go through a few announcements now. So maybe the ones that might be new to you. Today, the 12th of July, we have our service here, and this afternoon at 3 o'clock, we'll be doing a FFWPU UK National Leader handover ceremony. Everyone is invited to take part, maybe to wish, to celebrate Jack Corley moving on, but also welcoming Matthew Hewish as our national leader. So that will be here at 3 o'clock. Also, this upcoming Wednesday is the 50th anniversary of the creation of the Holy Grounds in Kensington Gardens. And so we'll be meeting at the Holy Ground at 6:30 for a short service, a balloon race launch, and maybe some picnicking, snacking if the weather permits. Feel free to bring your food and your games. So Mr. Hayashi will be out there directly after service, just selling the tickets. They're £1.50 each, £50 prize. That's a good return there. And today is your last chance to participate or to get these tickets. So make sure you don't forget. Right. So if we go down and we have a look, we actually have some new Japanese missionaries who have joined us. So we would like to welcome Ayami, Asuka, and Mana. Is that correct? Do you want to just stand so we can see who you are? Welcome. Hope London treats you well. With that being said, we have two of our sisters who will be returning to Japan. So that includes Ramika and Karen, is that correct? So they'll be leaving us this week some point, right? So thank you for everything. Yuri will be staying with us, as I understand, and just to let you know, at 5 p.m. today, we'll have a celebration, a send-off bye-bye party for our Japanese missionary sisters at 5 p.m. here, and you're all welcome to join if you wish. So yeah, there are some kind of reoccurring announcements on your notes, so please have a look to see what's going on and maybe what you'd like to get involved with. So at this point, I guess we are ready to welcome up our band again to prepare us to receive the sermon.
Thank you, Jess. I live with Jess, so it was easy to ask her to MC today, and I have no regrets that I did. Okay, please rise as we sing Never Once and Here For You.
Kneeling on this battleground, seeing just how much you West Country, from Urban and Masvita. Nice to see you. It's nice just to listen somehow, just to listen to the words of the song, not to sing, just to listen and let them come into your heart, and such beautiful words come through to us. And often you can catch more if you're just receptive to the words. We'll just join together in a short prayer to start. Good morning, our Heavenly Parents. We want to invite you here this morning to be with us in this Sunday service and to express what you want to say to each one, to our hearts for this week ahead. We want to be receptive always to your will and your desire, not put our own thoughts and ideas in front. Please be with us now. I offer this prayer in our names. Our Chief. How many here have been watching the Wimbledon tennis on television? I must admit I have been a lot this week. Some of you. Somehow, it's such a beautiful thing, isn't it? I used to watch it with my parents 60 years ago, Wimbledon. It hasn't changed. You know, the white clothes and the green grass and the tranquility and the grace and the safety and security of it all. It's something that goes on generation after generation. Despite the world wars and all the problems in the world, tennis is always there. Some secure and beautiful thing to look up to. And I wanted to say a few words this morning about, not about tennis, but about strategy. Something that Simon's mentioned often in his sermons. Of course, tennis players have to make a strategy in order to win their games. They've got to study their opponent, they've got to study their weaknesses and ways to win the match. And the strategy is a plan of action to achieve a long-term or an overall aim. So a strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. To win a game, a sports match, a sports competition, a soccer competition, or in our life also. So God surely had a strategy when he created the world, when he created the universe. He wanted to create a beautiful environment where his son and daughter Adam and Eve could grow up and build their family and build their relationship and create a beautiful, ideal world, and where God could manifest through the bodies of Adam and Eve on this earth in a physical form. And God surely had a strategy after the fall, how to restore the world, how to get back to the original lost family which he lost through the fall. Through the course of indemnity and restoration, God made a plan, a strategy how to recover this world. And also true Father surely had a strategy to take the world back from Satan through loving our enemy and living for the sake of others, and through, of course, through the blessing which we've all received, through joining the heavenly lineage once more. And also Father explained very clearly in the home church days about a strategy for winning in your home church area, being victorious in your home church. How to he made a very clear plan to visit 360 houses, to find the best 12 houses, the best 3 houses, the best 1 house, and focus on that 1 house. Very clear. Father wasn't vague or obscure. He made a very clear plan how to regain this world. But to each one of us, do I or you even have an aim, a goal in our life which we're aiming for? I wonder how many of us have such a real clear goal in mind. And also, do we have a strategy to get to that goal, to reach that goal? In our life, in our family, in our relationships, in our work, in our study? Do we have a clear strategy how to reach the goal we're setting for ourselves? Recently, God showed me very clearly in my life 3 areas where I wasn't so clear about my life, what I should be doing or where I was, but He showed me very clearly I've got 3 areas of my life to work on. One is my personal tribal Messiah responsibility to bring my tribe and my family back to God. Secondly, my pastor role as church pastor. And thirdly, my role in building up my own business, a health business, which I'm working on now. I've got 3 clear, distinct areas of my life to work on. And I'm trying to set a goal and strategy for each one of those areas. Otherwise, I shall never get there. I should just wander along aimlessly. So surely, if you don't have a strategy in your life, you don't have something to aim for and a strategy how to get there, surely you're never going to make it. You're never going to get to that goal. You're never going to achieve anything. So we need to think really what is our aim, what we want to achieve in our life, even this week, this month, this year, in our life, before we go to Spirit World. What do I want to achieve, and how am I going to get to that goal? I sort of want to leave that with you, some food for thought to think about. Mary's going to give a talk in a minute on some other topic. Just wanted to read something from Romans 1:20, which I'm sure you know well anyway. This is St. Paul's writing in Romans 1:20. Ever since the creation of the world, his invisible nature, namely his eternal power and deity, has been clearly perceived in the things that have been made. so they are without excuse. I'd like to invite Mary to come and say a few words to us. We just coming both on our frames to the service. Please forgive us.
Sorry, I'm okay, I'm just slow. My brain is okay, so don't you worry. Actually, I thought I could have some fun with you today by starting with a little test. I'm sure you all knew it was Action Day yesterday. Yeah, that's probably why I saw all of you there. So I thought we could start a little test by giving you all a little piece of paper, and you could write down what you did yesterday between 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Wouldn't that be fun? And then we will read up what you did. Huh? No, I won't do that, don't worry. Anyhow, it's just to tell you that my brain is still okay here. You know, I can still do tricky things. Anyhow, for my sake, I'm always a little bit terrified when I have to give a talk, because I've been so, in a way, been so lucky that I have been able to release quite a lot of our ancestors, and they get pretty active every time I'm on a quota to give a talk. They come at me for days and nights, and last night they wouldn't let me sleep. They have so many ideas that I should do. Not you, but me, what I should do, you know, pushing me forward. And one thing, which I totally agree with them, is they talked to me about that I needed to really study True Parents' Word over and over again. And the reason for that is, like, you can read the, what you call, the biography, and read it through. But actually, when you read it through again, you find things and you think, oh, I didn't catch that last time. And I'm sure if you keep on reading it through over and over again, then you should, you know, be able to understand even more and more. And I think that is the real point, that we growing and becoming more mature by really inherit, like inhale actually, Father's word in such way that it really becomes something deep and understandable for us. I said here, an ideal family in heavenly kingdom. Yeah, because we are all blessed family, or a lot of us are blessed families now. And that we cannot deny. True Parent gave us a blessing, and we are truly grateful for that. But are we ideal families? No, we are not. And we often misunderstand by blessed families, that's an ideal family. No, it's not. Blessed families is your ground that you're standing on. But to become ideal families is to mature in God's love. When God's love mature in you, then we become ideal families. And that I think we don't catch so often, and I can see more and more why we are failing on that. It's so amazing, like, because blessed families, okay, it's a wonderful start, but you have to do what Father say all the time, over and over again. True Mother say to us over and over again, is living for others. And it's just so difficult, you know, honestly, it is so difficult. And one of the things I certainly started reading again, actually it was my husband who got me to read it, because on one of our Wednesday evenings he picked that as our reading, and I was really moved by it. It's one of the last, what do you call it? Ooh! One of the last, what do you call it? Chapters, yeah. In the autobiography of Father, he is talking about actually how to change the world. Really, literally how to change everything. And I was really amazed, because I thought, I have read through the autobiography several times, huh? I never caught that. I never caught that at all. And the whole point is that we also went actually to part of where he is talking about here is Pantanal in Brazil. And we actually went to the workshop. Did any of you go to the workshop in Brazil? How many of you went to the family workshop in Brazil? Yeah. The time when we went, actually, we went the whole group, 21, 30, 33, I think, from Britain, all together. And it was an amazing experience. And actually, it was one of the best family workshops we ever had with all our children. But actually, now I understand why he had us there, what he wanted to show us. And he kept on saying things to us, and I was always smiling, and he always said, like, he took us out in the mountains, and he looked at this mountain, and he said, pick a place, pick yourself a place, and come and stay here, build your house here. I thought, oh yeah. But actually I realized, he meant it. It was not just fun. He really meant it. He meant we should pick a place and we should come there and buy. And he said it doesn't, you know, a house like that for 4 or 5 family of 4 or 5 people will only cost you to build from the ground up with running water and electricity. It will only cost you $4,000. I mean, what are we complaining about? We are trying to find a house in London, huh? A scrawny little house, you know, maybe two bedroom, £400,000, you know, for what? You know, half of the stuff doesn't work, and you have to spend so much money to actually live there. But $4,000. Yeah, I can see more and more what it is. And one thing Father said, which is amazing, you know, he was telling us about this. What do we have? It's a Dorado fish. The golden Dorado fish. Father said he was fishing there, and he met this Dorado fish, and he said he had never experienced anything like it. The power of this fish, he said he felt like he was being pushed out in the river, you know, by this one. And he said it was not like fighting with a fish. He felt he was fighting a bear or a tiger, you know. And I heard later on, when he met the late Kim Il-sung in North Korea, when he met him, he told Kim Il-sung about this fish, and he said, I want to take you to Brazil to fish for this fish, you would like it. And he was so excited, he wanted to go with Father there. Anyhow, sadly, I think somehow Satan really wanted to kill off Kim Il-sung, because I think he began to realize that he was getting soft with True Father, that he was getting closer and closer to True Father and changing his heart. So he chopped him down, huh? And he put his crazy son instead of. Did you see the new thing with the crazy son? Huh? He said that now North Korea have sent the first man to the sun. I mean, how on earth do you follow a man like that? Anyhow, it takes all kinds, yeah, I know. But anyhow, one of the things brothers talked about, that the three greatest challenges, or one of the three, these three challenges, one of the challenges we have today is in the modern society to solve the pollution problems we have everywhere, creating consciousness for protecting the environment, and increasing food production. And I thought, yeah, many times it's fun, isn't it? Because you think, yeah, we know all about that, but you are the Messiah, so you should take care of something else. But actually, Father doesn't see that. He sees the problems that are in the world, and he, as Messiah, has to solve them. It means we have to solve them. We have to do something about that. And we don't. I mean, I'm in awe every time I read about it and read what Father is saying, and I think, wow, you know? But after a couple of hours, do you remember what I talked about? Huh? Do you remember I talked about last time? You do? Good man. Good answer. He's definitely my favorite. Yeah, we need to really think. We don't even remember what Father said to us many times. And we don't realize that the reason why he said it is because he wants us to do something about it. The reason why we went to Brazil is because he wants us to do something about this problem and what is going on. But we often kind of get involved in the whole world. And for one thing, one thing is clear, the earth is already extremely damaged. The environment, everything around us is extremely damaged. And we often think, I can't do anything about it. We get what you call overwhelmed. And instead of doing a little bit, we do nothing. Huh? It's like David said now, he really understands now, because he's a good man. He's a very good man. He talks to God every day. He reads True Father's words every day. He's so beyond me, but I'm holding on to him, so I have a special rope hanging on to him, so I can go with him. No? But he talks about fulfilling the messiahship, the 430, and how do you really do that? But often we think 430 people or couples, to bless 430 couples. Oh, it seems big, doesn't it? It seems huge. And then, because it feels huge and overwhelming, then we feel, oh, I can't do that. And then we do nothing. And that is what is so sad. We don't realize that every little thing we do. And it's often we think, I alone can't do anything. But honestly, what's it called? This lady who's Mother Teresa. Huh? If Mother Teresa had said, I can't do this, there wouldn't have been any cure for what you call leprosy and so on. Huh? But she said, I can do it. And she was the only one. Everybody told her all the time, you can't do it and don't do it, and it's very dangerous, and if you continue to go down there to India and do all these things there, you know, you're going to die there. You're going to die there. But did she care? No. She just kept on going and kept on going and visiting all these people with leprosy and to take care of them, and one person. And she changed the whole view of it. The whole thing she changed around. Just one person. Martin Luther King. One person. He died for it, but he was not scared of dying. He was willing to die thousands of times. You know? Just like Jesus did for us. Huh? Thousands of times he was ready to go up on that cross if it had to be. But we need to really understand that we have so much power. And especially now when you have all your ancestors with you. Wow, I really felt it yesterday. When we went out on this, because I special asked anybody coming, all their ancestors, to go out and find the people that, that was prepared, who really wanted to hear about and come. And our dearest brother, John O'Neill, went out together with his wife, also on the street. And this boy, or young man, came up to him, and instead of John actually witnessed to him, he came up to John and said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And John said he was quite surprised, you know, coming at him like this. Yeah, it will be like this. Ask them to go out and get the people and get them to knock on your door if you're afraid of going outside. Huh? Then you just need to go up and open the door and people are there. Yeah, I know it's sometimes a problem to understand all this, but Father really see, true Father, true parents can really see what we need to do to change things, and there are actually things we can do, we can dedicate ourselves to. And I understood more and more that I studied these, I could understand. Actually, the different projects Father have given us during our time, if actually each country pick one of the projects as their main project, it doesn't mean you can't do hundreds of other things, but as one main project. Let's see, he's talking here about what we really need to do, because he said there are so many different fish in the Pantanal, and they are so amazing. The way he said also, one thing I didn't know, he said, fish are completely different from us in the way that they don't live for themselves. Fish are totally living for others. Did you know that? There isn't any fish that is just living for themselves. They are living to actually become a meal for somebody else. Can you imagine? I'm not telling you should be a meal for any of us. I'm not that hungry, you know? But what I mean, it's quite interesting. He said the human being seems to be very easy becoming selfish and completely possessed about material possessions. Huh? We have to have these. iPods. How many have iPods? I know loads of you have iPods. Anyhow, it's not a problem. I don't get rid of your iPod. I'd love to have one too. Also, it's really good for the technology. But what I mean is that we get fanatical about it. I got into a real humpadunk in my, I don't know what the word means, but it sounds good. Humpadunk in my work, huh? Because I don't have, or I don't use mobile. I don't have a mobile. My boss said, you don't have a mobile. Why are you not having a mobile? Well, why should I have it? yeah, but you need a mobile. I said, why? And he said, yeah, but to connect to people, I have a telephone at home. I don't want people to call me here. I said, do you know that most of your employees, they're all out in the hallway or outside the building answering their mobile? Do you think this is business? How many of them do you think is on business? I said, no. So I said, at least 2 hours a day, all your employees are out there on the mobile. That means you are paying for that. Huh? You are paying for that, for them having fun on the mobile. And they said, oh, Mary, we have to do something about it. I said, no, you can't change that now. You allow them and you are telling everybody what to have. So, yeah, to a certain degree, if it gets too much, I say, my door is always open. I shout out and I said, I saw you 2 minutes ago. What are you doing now? Are you selling now or what are you doing? Then they usually close their phones. I said, go in. Because I'm the accountant and I pay the wages. So you don't mess with me. Anyhow, it's true we are so obsessed about having material things and having this and having that we forget to live for others. You know? It really don't matter. Of course you need money and you need to take care of your home, and special for you guys who is preparing to get matched and blessed. Make sure you can take care of a family before you think about it. So it's true what your parents say. You should get a good grade and you should get a good job. But we don't need the whole world. I mean, you don't need to be a millionaire to love somebody. You don't. You can love somebody with very little. Like I said before, I heard from my uncles and aunts that I lived a whole year on porridge alone when I was a child. I don't remember that, and I don't have any bad feelings. I still eat porridge today. So I don't have any bad feelings. But my mother didn't have any money, and she had to divorce because my dad basically took all the money every month and drank it up. So there wasn't any money for food. So I got porridge instead of, anyhow, porridge is good, so not to worry. I don't blame my old dad. They are both in spirit world now, so I liberated them and they're happy. I saw them, so I know they're happy. Actually, together they're happy, which is interesting. Anyhow, True Father talks about the nature being completely in harmony with each other. I don't know if you have seen did you show the one with the water hyacinth? It's a beautiful water plant, hyacinth, which is in Brazil, and it usually get underneath the leaf. It get full up, completely black with bugs. Huh? So if you just leave it, then the bugs become so much that actually it sinks the plant, so the plant dies. So to make sure the plant doesn't sink, the fish comes up and naps some of the bugs. They actually eat the bugs. In this way, the bug survives, the plant survives, and the fish survives. And actually, a lot of the fish in Brazil, they do something else. They digest all organic waste. And they actually help to clean all the water around. So it doesn't have, like, here we have problem with, even if we have a sea or something, that they get very, what you call pond, or yeah, we get algae and all kind of things, and actually it becomes polluted very easy. But in Brazil, that's not the case, because actually the nature takes care of itself. There are fish and there are plants. They were showing us plants flowing around on the rivers there, who is actually cleaning all the river. So nature is there to take care of itself. So there is like a clear cycle of everything. But to stop it being, because it might be that people think, oh, there's so many fishes, let us all go fishing there. No, but if you do that, then they lose everything. And you start destroying the balance again. So Father said to stop that, we need to do fish farming. You heard Father talk about that? How many of us are doing fish farming? Anybody here doing fish farming? Interesting, isn't it? Father talked about it so many times, and there's not one of us that picks it up. I'm totally guilty myself. But we should pick up that. That's what I mean. Britain could pick up, huh? And say, okay, let's do a project of fish farming in Britain. Let's be the ones who can really start it off, huh? And do it. And even if you don't like to touch the fish or something like that, I'm born on the countryside, so it's no problem. I love the fish. Have you ever had eels? Live eels? You should do it. It is so fun. Even when you fry them, they still wiggle on the pan. You have to keep them in the pan. Oh, you should do it. It's very good, and it tastes very good. Yeah. Anyhow, if you can't actually do the fish, but if some people can do it, you can help financially by putting money towards it and help. So everybody can be part of it. Everybody can, support it, and we can be really successful. And that's how I begin to feel more and more to become ideal families, to live for others. We can overcome by taking up some of the projects that Father said we need to do, because we need to change all the problems and challenges there are in the modern society today. We need to do it. We have to take care of the problem. The drugs, the criminals, whatever. You have to take care of it. The AIDS, everything, we have to take care of it. You cannot close your eyes and say, sorry, I'm just me, I can't do it. Ideal families means do it. In some way or another, do it. So, like my husband said, we have to make a strategy for our life. Pick something, make a strategy. And really go through with it. Continue forever, because then you fall off the chair. Actually, I learned just one little thing I thought it was interesting. One farmer, Father came with the whole group, to his house or his farm. And this guy thought, oh, they're hungry. So he went out and he digged out a big sweet potato that was the size of a melon, a watermelon. And father had never seen anything like it. And this farmer said, oh yeah, you can do that. And you know what you have to do? Just don't take the root out. You know, like we plant potatoes. I know because I planted potatoes every spring with my dad. Huh? But you don't actually take the root out, they said, when you take potatoes out. Just take the potatoes and leave the root. So he said, if you leave the root here all the time, the new potatoes grow really big. Did you know that? Oh, we should try it at home with sweet potatoes and try and do it. Anyhow, I just want to just give a little testimony of an experience I had. It had very much to do with 3 o'clock changeover of national leader. And that's something we all have to go through in our life, how we feel about the Cain and Abel problem. I got attacked one time very seriously in Cain and Abel problems. In a young stage, of my age in the church, I got attacked very seriously by spirit world because of it. And you have no idea how powerful it becomes. I got a new, what you call it, centiliter or something? Centiliter, yeah. I got a new centiliter, a German girl called Anna, very, very nice girl. Anyhow, I started to have these feelings that she didn't like me. Don't ask me why. It's probably misplaced, that I wasn't loved enough or whatever. Anyhow, I had these feelings he didn't like me, and I kept on, I started to avoid her. I didn't want to talk to her. In the morning, I tried to get off the work, because at that time, when I was joining, Norway was not, you were not allowed to fundraise. So we had to work a proper job to give, we gave our wages in. But I wouldn't talk to her. And the worst part, at work, things start working in my head, and they start telling me, spirit world was, I didn't realize spirit world was telling me all these, like that she was saying this about me and that about me, and I was like this and that. I had all these kind of weird things, and I got so angry. I actually got so angry that when I had to go home from work in the afternoon, I actually felt physically sick by going. Anyhow, one evening, I didn't realize that she also began to feel that I was suffering in some way. She had no idea what was wrong with me. She had asked some of the other members. Nobody knew, because I talked to nobody about this. I was just getting so. Anyhow, she just, I don't know. It was just, she had seen a little, I don't know, spot, some spot on my skirt, and she was just thinking, oh, maybe Mary didn't see that, so that she can go and change her skirt before she go to work, huh? She didn't mean anything by it. She said to me, she just mentioned this, and I flew apart. Yeah, I went completely mad, and I screamed at her, and I said, you're always after me, you're always going for me, telling all kind of things behind my backs, and so she was completely flabbergasted. She had no idea what I was talking about. You see, she had not been in my head, so she didn't know all the stories the spirit world was giving me. And she was just, and everybody else was really, wow. So they all she asked them all to leave. And then she started talking to me. She said, "But Mary, this is not true. I've never talked about you behind your back. Why should I do that?" And she really, I could see from her face, she was completely innocent of what I was accusing of her. In the end, I just felt, I literally actually fell to the floor and cried, and just cried. And she went down on the floor together with me and put her arms around me and cried with me. She had no idea what was going on. But then little by little, I started telling her all the things that come to me. And she could deny it all and said, "This actually is not true, Mary. I've never done that. I've never said that. Never wanted to do that." And for me, that was such an incredible experience, because I understood then that this was coming from me. It's some kind of weird reason I start feeling, I didn't like her, or she didn't like me. And not by not talking to her, not by trying to find out what was going on, and just doing it in my head, Spirit will really attack me. And I learned to really overcome. But then by hugging me, she did every day. We hugged each other every morning when I left, and every afternoon when I come back, we hugged each other. Actually, we came in a situation where she got very, very sick. So she had to lie in bed, and she couldn't actually even go to the toilet by herself. So I took the job, or I offered myself in the holidays when everybody went to we had a hotel in London and had Christmas there. I stayed with her back in the center, and we had Christmas together. And I carried her to the toilet every day. And every night, 2 or 3 times at night, I got up and changed her position, so she didn't get sores in lying. Anyhow, in the end, she got through it, and she's perfectly fine, blessed in her children today in France. And but from that point, even her sister joined the church also and was in the same center in Norway with her. She said that because of that relationship, her and me became more deeper sisters than her own sister. So just to show you, we can overcome if we want. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
And let's pray together now.
So maybe what you can do now is you can talk to the person next to you about what is the goal of your life, and if you have a strategy, and you can share that in pairs, and you can pray. Okay? So find a pair. It's okay if you don't have any answers. Just share freely. we sing our offering prayer, and continue to pray and join in when you're done. I'd like to welcome the band back to the stage.
Shall we pray? Dear Heavenly Parents, true parents, we're grateful to be here together on this day and to worship and also just to hear your word through Mary and Franklin. We're just really grateful. It's so important to really think about how to make this world a better place, what our role is, wherever we are, within our families, within our, communities, and somehow making effort and through somehow making offering for this community that can be part of supporting your will. So you can accept this offering and this service, and we offer this in behalf of the community Archie.
Thank you. Thank you, David and Mary, for sharing and reminding us strategy is really important. I think the big thing about actually having a strategy and carefully plotting it is it just helps alleviate a lot of those feelings, maybe of anxiety or aimlessness. And thank you for reminding us to maybe have a think about that and remembering how we can also remember to serve. I love that. You don't need to be a millionaire to take care of people. It's a good one. So with that being said, hope you can all have a lovely week. But before you head off, we've got the famous Hayashi curry downstairs. So yeah, let's go down and enjoy the afternoon together. Have a great week, everyone.
The music. Oh, really?